Space News 62. Hello, thank you for being here with me once more. I hope you are very well today. I am Marie. Welcome to my channel. This information can be seen as science fiction, or as the viewer sees best, and I post it for entertainment purposes only. Still, I take my information very seriously, and for whoever has eyes to see. I am writing this on the morning of January 17, 2025. Forget what you have been told elsewhere, there is a lot more humanity exactly like you, living, dwelling and thriving among the stars. Humanity is not indigenous to planet Earth, far from it, and it was neither created there by divine intervention, nor by reptile geneticists, nor did they evolve there in a lame Darwinian manner. The ones in power have pushed the idea of humanity being isolated on Earth for a very long time, as well as the idea that humans are limited, damaged, incomplete or edited, but only for population control, and to diminish humankind's divine connection with Source, and its world-creating manifestation powers. So human Lyrians manifest things for them. For a very long time, the Cabal, which controls Earth, has been trying to get its hands on the Taygetan civilization as a step toward invading the entire M45 Pleiades star system. On Earth, it is said that they want a so-called one globe government, and according to conspiracy theorists they are working hard to achieve that, yet from my point of view, they've had control over the entire planet Earth for centuries now, at least since the last social reset, which all data indicates happened sometime during the first half of the 19th century. Still, according to my data, the Cabal has had control over the entire planet since then, maybe except for smaller nation-states and regions, which although under their control on a larger geopolitical scale, still have ruling overlords that are big-headed and not entirely cooperative with the Cabal-linked secret societies which control them, thus causing smaller, or localized invasion wars which are pushed by the Cabal for control purposes and always using lame excuses like liberating their population from cruel dictators. Other than that, larger-scale conflicts of the regional kind, and especially worldwide ones, are a cruel theater for the people, where the Cabal controls both sides, and therefore never loses, yet the civilian population does, and ends up decimated as planned by them, in a population control move to devastate entire generations, and move around the economic and power distribution of their planetary nations. But except for a few more or less disobedient places on Earth, they do control the whole planet, to the point where the Cold War and the conflicts between East and West are nothing but cruel pantomime, and anyone who has eyes to see can read the signs that lead to this conclusion in the symbols both sides use, which are the same, only with a slight twist, perhaps, but not usually, where we can see that supposed opposing governments obey the same ruling Cabal overlords, which control everything from under the table. Examples of this are Russia and the United States, or Germany and England during World War II. My point is that the Cabal already owns the Earth, and the new globe order is only theater for the people, as karmically they must tell them what they are doing, but worded as if they were only working in that direction, and not as it is in reality, where they have already achieved it, and since a long time ago. The Cabal on Earth and the secret societies behind it have a very disturbing motto, and it is, quote, "The world is not enough." End quote. It can be seen in one of James Bond's movies, under the same name, but it is far from being the only place where it appears. But why is the world not enough? Because the world is already theirs, but they want more, so much more. And this is because what is behind the Cabal is the powerful and greedy Galactic Federation, which we can see working in a clear dualistic manner, where on one hand it promotes unity, love, and light, and on the other it is an invasive force that will stop at nothing until everything is under its total control. The New Age movement has been used to impose the concept that the Galactic Federation of Love and Light is always about to liberate Earth from its evil oppressors, which go from simple human overlords to evil lizards and cruel grey aliens which are in dispute for planetary control. For the people following and believing the New Age Galactic Federation Earth Cabal propaganda, humans have a society on Earth which is about to be taken over by lizards and grey aliens, while the Galactic Federation prohibits them from militarily invading the planet, so they must use other more manipulative techniques, like infiltration and hybridization of the population. Notice there how the Galactic Federation does have the power to prohibit invasion, but still, even with New Age definitions of them, they act permissively, and therefore are also guilty by omission, at least. On and off planet Earth, the Galactic Federation tries to sell everyone the concept of them being benevolent and pushing for unity and peaceful evolution, while delivering farts of love and light while they promote conflict and cruel agendas against the population of planet Earth, but not only, because they are doing their best to export their evil agendas and ways of treating the population to countless star systems and their planets. This clearly indicates that what ultimately controls the Galactic Federation is evil from the point of view of Lyrian human races, among others, and this is saying the least. The Cabal which controls Earth is a reflection of the larger Galactic Federation. It works in the very same way, only on a planetary scale. The Galactic Federation is more government as it is found on Earth, but on a galactic scale, and it works with the same lying, manipulative, invasive, cruel and disloyal manners. The Cabal which controls Earth is part of the Galactic Federation, and vice versa. They are highly invasive and treacherous while moving in duality, and the evil side of them always uses the good side as a cover for their wrongdoings. There are good people in the Galactic Federation, but they are either kept ignorant about what truly goes on, or they are limited by their laws and regulations, which only benefit them and no one else. Moving on to the news. After the rotten Taygetan High Council was arrested in the past few weeks because of their association with the Cabal which controls planet Earth, among other crimes, there has been some kind of a chain reaction within the rest of the star races of the M45 star system, all of which are members of the Alcyone Council, which governs and controls the region. All the members noticed how close to being invaded Taygeta was, as all its High Council was under Earth Cabal control, and all they needed was to succeed in assassinating Taygeta's queen to achieve total control over its civilization. And they almost succeeded, because I was very close to dying from their elaborate and over-complicated assassination attempt, last November. As the Taygetan society was so heavily infiltrated, being that their entire ruling High Council was working for the Earth Cabal, and ultimately for the evil side of the Galactic Federation, all the other star races of the Alcyone Council started to question the integrity of their governments and High Councils of their own. A few days ago, all but one of the members of the M45 Pleiades star cluster started to investigate their high councils and other places and posts of power within their societies, to see if they had been infiltrated as Taygeta was. The only civilization that did not was the Hyadian Urmah felines of Merope, because as they are Urmah, they have total control over who is who within their social structure, and they are all hyper-loyal to each other, and to their confederation, in ways that are difficult to comprehend for most human Lyrians. What the other M45 members found was appalling. Several Pleiadian M45 star races found infiltrated people with links and work associations with either the Cabal, which controls planet Earth, or directly with the Galactic Federation's dark side. As the investigations followed, they all were working with the same invasion tactics and plans as the ones found infiltrated in Taygeta, and are all under arrest within each Pleiadian society. Nearly all of the people who are arrested at this point are Earth humans posing as locals. Note to have in mind, all the high councils of the civilizations of the Pleiades star cluster consist of 24 members. The investigations are still underway, and in progress, but are highly advanced at this point, and are as follows. The Salatian, white Pleiadian race of Pleione, found 119 people, including 12 members of their High Council. The Melos people of the Star Atlas found 67 people in high places within their society, including 6 inside their High Council. The Engan people of the Star Electra found 138 people infiltrated in high places of their society, including 15 of their High Council members, which is more than half of their entire Senate. The Celestes, blue Pleiadians of the star Seleano, found 17 people, not of their race, in association with the Cabal of Earth and who were charged with espionage, none inside their High Council. The Mollusk Maya people from the star Maya found 227 people infiltrated in high places within their society, including 20 members of their High Council, making them the worst infiltrated Pleiadian society after Taygeta. The Elohai race of the star Asterope found 83 people within their society, including 9 of their High Council members. And the Taygetan people of the star Taygeta found 151 people so far, all infiltrated into high places inside their society, including 24 High Council members, which is their entire Senate. This brings us to a total of 802 Earth Cabal operatives infiltrated in high places within several of the M45 Pleiades star clusters' cultures and societies, all of which are under arrest and in custody, and will be given to the Hyadian Urmah people of the Pleiades to process the Urmah way. The 802 people arrested so far are not counting the countless Earth humans with links to the Cabal, which have been found and detained as they were hiding inside those civilizations, and which were not, or not yet, operational or with an important place within each society. Adding to this occurring within the cultures and star nations of the Pleiades star cluster, I am very glad to inform you that the Antarians, which recently also signed the cooperation treaty with the Alcyone Council and the Urmah Confederation, have also started their investigation as well, although I do not have any data about their results yet. I take pride in knowing that I started this chain reaction, and now we are all taking out the garbage. I am aware that countless people in powerful places want me taken out, but I will not be an easy target, so they must go stand in line. I am not afraid of them. I will be going for all of those invasive, abusive soulless characters, and all within the same rules and regulations their beloved Galactic Federation set in place against the rest of us, and all this will inevitably affect what goes on with and on planet Earth as well, as it is in the very middle of all of the action. The local Galactic Federation, which always sends its most positive and loving representatives to say things, have not placed any comment nor statement about all this, at least not yet. In other related news, the new Taygetan High Council and I have changed part of the educational content of the first part of what is being taught within the Taygetan Space Academy in Toleka City, Tema. The part that we changed is regarding what is happening on Earth, as they formally gave the Students' Galactic Federation approved rubbish, which says that Earth is a planet in evolution, and with great opportunities for souls to incarnate, as it is close to ascension and liberation from oppressive regressive forces. This content has been extremely harmful, as countless souls from all over the galaxy, and perhaps even further, have been duped into believing that it is a great thing to incarnate on Earth and witness its planetary ascension. The level of damage and suffering this Galactic Federation propaganda has done is incalculable. Now what is being taught in Taygeta's Space Academy is the reality of what is happening on Earth, complete with details and examples, as well as all its exopolitics and cabal plans, which bleed off onto countless other civilizations, how they operate and what the human and non-human population experiences there, including the terrible notion that suffering is the only way to promote a rapid spiritual growth. To this change in the educational program, which is the only change so far, although there will be others soon, the local Galactic Federation headquarters in the Andromedan Viera has officially stated that it is a direct violation of space law homologation of information agreements as stated in Federation cooperation treaties. Just 2 days ago, I had a strong argument with the Galactic Federation representative tasked with convincing me to return to the original educative program, and we reached no consensus. I stated that they had no right to impose what was to be taught in Taygeta, and I also stated that I did not sign any of those agreements, and that my administration was new and with new rules of its own. I know I must face them again, even though I sent that representative to go jump into a lake. I am working with my Pleiadian M45 and Antarian counterparts, so they can also change what is being taught in their own space academies. I will turn my surviving their assassination attempt into their worst problem. This will be all for today. As always, thank you for watching my video, and for liking, sharing, and subscribing for more. It helps this channel grow a lot. And I hope to see you here next time. With much love and appreciation, your friend, Marie.